कॉन्फ्रेंस में ब्रीफ किया तो बेटर है।
नहीं नहीं, ब्रीफिंग तुम लोगों की यहीं हो जाएगी, मीटिंग ऑफिसर्स की।
हाँ अच्छा अच्छा।
पीए को बुलाओ भाई।
वेलकम बैक। फुला में इतने लाइट तुम्हें अरे नाइट गल रे बढ़िया। यही बात करते थे। हाँ यही। हाँ सर थोड़ा यही या आप पूछेंगे कुछ?
आपने गोवा से स्टार्ट किया था, आज डीजीपी पोस्ट पे पहुंचे हैं, तो गोवा का एक पूरा आपका जो एक्सपीरियंस है वो कैसा है आज?
It is a privilege to serve Goa Police because Goa Police has highest tradition of professionalism. The force is comparable to the best in the country, and this is my third tenure. I started my career as a assistant superintendent of police, and today I take pride in saying that I have joined today as the Director General of Police, and it goes to the credit of people of Goa, Goa Police, and the Honorable Chief Minister of the state that he has given the opportunity to serve the people of state again. As the days go, I will interact with my officers, understand the dynamics of crime, law and order, and we will try to formulate strategies which are correspondent to the prevention of crime. And Goa is otherwise an iconic tourist state, so it has its own challenges also because we have to present, showcase the best aspects of not only the Goan society but also the professionalism of the police. And I, along with my team, will ensure that we put best foot forward and professionalism of Goa is exhibited to the foreigners as well as to the countrymen who come to Goa as tourists. At the same time, traffic has always been uppermost in my mind because traffic is the area which affects every citizen, everyone, from morning to evening and late in the night also, because people have to go to their workplaces, so they have to reach in time. And at the same time, traffic safety is also very important because in earlier years there have been number of traffic accident cases. So we'll make sure that after studying the profile of the road, geometry of the road, traffic accident pattern, we will formulate appropriate strategy to ensure that Goan roads are safe not only for the local people but also for the foreigners, because large number of foreigners come here, they hire taxis, they hire two-wheelers, and Goan roads are excellent roads, so sometimes people try to take advantage. So here comes the role of enforcement also. So we will ensure that our officers enforce the traffic rules appropriately. So these are certain areas, certain priorities which I will be emphasizing, of course along with the cooperation of my team. Team is excellent. IG has already spent more than 3 years. DIG has also spent more than 4 years. So they are well aware of the problem. So we will energize our efforts and ensure that Goa Police remains in the best police forces of the country. Thank you.
Sir, we have learned that Goa Police is also trying to request Goa government to accommodate on chopper facility to tackle the accidents and reduce the fatality.
It was proposal being initiated. It is an initiative stage. Will come.
Yeah, we will definitely. I will look into it because I'm not privy to it. So therefore, at this stage, I will not be able to make any comment. But professionally speaking, yes, that will help a lot because the injured can be immediately shifted to the police and we can save precious lives. Plus, it is better also to keep a watch over large number of area from, like we say, eye in the sky. So when you have the aviation support, it is always better to keep watch over large areas.
सर गोवा में थर्ड टाइम आप विजिट किया है अभी प्रेजेंट हुआ है कि आगे कैसे प्रायोरिटी रहेगा कि गोवा का लोगों के लिए सेफ्टी सॉरी ड्रग्स का बारे में कैसे देख रहे हैं सर क्योंकि लास्ट 2 टाइम आप विजिट करके गए हैं सर गोवा ये बार कैसे आप कंट्रोल अदरवाइज बिकॉज टूरिस्ट स्टेट है
देखिए, जैसा मैंने शुरू में कहा कि वी विल formulate appropriate strategy. When I speak about prevention of crime, that includes drugs also. And being an iconic tourist destination, we do not want that people should remember Goa because of this aspect. So therefore, that has always been the priority, not only of me but my predecessors also. Everybody has tried his level best to contain this menace, and we will continue to fight this menace with all our resources at our command.
ड्रग्स के पेडलर पकड़े जाते हैं लेकिन जो मेन रहता है उधर तक पुलिस नहीं पहुंच पाती ज़्यादातर वो पेडलर से पकड़े जाते हैं तो आखिर तक पहुंचने के लिए क्या
You see, drug trade has a very typical dynamics, and it's a complete chain actually. So sometimes international cartels are involved, sometimes local cartels are involved. So the peddler is not aware who has handed him over the packet because this trade is conducted by very, very intelligent people. So therefore, we will make sure that our police force is able to catch the last person in the chain. But for that we would also require the support of central agencies like National Narcotics Control Board, because they are the national agency in this. We would also seek support of our neighboring states, because unless we join our efforts, unless they cooperate with us or we cooperate with them, so it ultimately is going to be a very joint effort, because individually it is very difficult to bust an international cartel. So therefore we will ensure that we train our people. Ultimately, unless we are able to reach to the first stage of the supplier, it is very difficult to make a dent on such trade.
Sir, election commission of India is recently recognized sex workers in their roles electoral role. Do you think that prostitution should be legalized on the end of this country?
That is for the legislators to decide. If they require our inputs at any stage, we will definitely share our inputs with the political leadership of the country and administrative.
Sir, you joined as a SPANC when you are posted in Goa. So from that time onward till today, almost 2 decades has passed. So how you see the drugs in Goa? I mean, whether it has been controlled or still increasing?
Because giving a statement like this is very difficult unless I again review the figures, because I do not have the statistics at my disposal.
But that time you are very
But
still.
I think that in general we have been able to make a dent on the supplies.
Because when you first posting, you are very
It
strict.
is much under control, I would say. Much under control. Because at that time it used to be synonymous. It used to be synonymous with drug, but now people don't come for this. Now people come to see the natural beauty, Goan food, Goan culture, Goan music. So now the USP of Goan state is its culture and its beaches. Earlier, yes, you said when I was SP and narcotics, it used to be synonymous with the, but now, so that goes to show that there has been much shift in our emphasis also, and there has been drastic reduction.
Sir, what about cyber security? Because recent one people are still cheated to cyber security, and
perhaps cyber unit has been created in every police station, but it is not effective at all.
No, but at the same time, you see, cybercrime is unique in the sense that it requires highly technically trained people, and there is no scene of crime, of a cybercrime, and you have to reach to the committer of the offense through technical analysis. And Government of India has also set up a national cybercrime portal. They are also trying to build capacities of the state police forces. State police forces, including Goa, they are also making efforts. But yes, you said it is only alarming. It is assuming alarming proportions because sometimes hapless people, particularly the senior citizens, they get a message, they open that message, and the amount is deducted. So, in addition to training our personnel, it requires massive efforts to make people aware about the digital technology. Although it has helped people a lot, but at the same time, there is a flip side to it because it is very difficult to trace the digital steps. Like if we take fingerprints, we have databases, we can reach to a criminal. But in cybercrime, once the crime is committed, the trail is totally lost. So you have to go to different operators in the chain, and that requires massive efforts. And people need to be extremely tech savvy to crack that kind of crime. And our forensic science laboratory is well equipped, and our cyber police station is also well equipped. And some of our police officers at the senior level, they are also very tech savvy, and they are also supervising the detection of crime. But the effort needs to be made at different levels: government, IT department, educational institutions, and police department, because it is committed by very intelligent and tech savvy people. So therefore, we need to build capacities, and all state police forces are building capacities, and Goa will also not lack. So we will make sure that our people are capable of detecting the cybercrime, because this is the in thing, and people use technology to commit offense. So it has to be tackled by tech savvy.
सर पिछले दिनों में कुछ पुलिस स्टाफ और उनके बीच और एक्टिविस्ट के बीच कुछ हाथापाई होती है, एलिगेशन भी लगी थी कि पुलिस ने उनको मारा, ऐसा कुछ इंक्वायरी भी शुरू की थी, इनको सस्पेंड भी किया था। सो उसके बारे में आप पुलिस स्टाफ को क्या मैसेज देना चाहते हैं?
देखिए, आप अभी एक स्पेसिफिक इंसिडेंट के बारे में
वालपे में ऐसा पोंडा में